What do you think of Tucker? I mean, you used to be friends with him, right? I mean, going over there and
giving a lap dance to Putin?
Basically, just, I mean, what is his motivation?
He's a journalist doing journalist things, interviewing the president of a country we're funding a war against. And I'm glad you asked. Billions of tax dollars are going to the Ukraine. And I know it sounds crazy, but informing the American people is what journalists do. Unlike mainstream media and guys like Jon Stewart and Bill Maher, who make funny jokes but don't have to deal with the effects of the ideas they push.
Go ahead, make your jokes, Mr. Jokey.
He's not a Russian asset, and neither are the rest of us average Americans who want to know where our money's going and why the media is helping protect politicians while they rip us off.
We are not here because we love Vladimir Putin. We are here because we love the United States. We want it to remain prosperous and free.
I want to know what's going on, and I don't need guys like Jon Stewart or Bill Maher telling me to look away because the facts are scary. They send out their propagandists to label people with questions as Russian assets.
For example, since the day the war in Ukraine began, American media outlets have spoken to scores of people from Ukraine, and they have done scores of interviews with Ukrainian President Zelensky. But the interviews he's already done in the United States are not traditional interviews. They are fawning pep sessions specifically designed to amplify Zelensky's demand that the U.S. enter more deeply into a war in Eastern Europe and pay for it.
The stakes here. If U.S. aid to Ukraine stops, does that increase Russia's chances of winning?
Yes, of course.
$165 billion is what U.S. taxpayers have sent to Ukraine to fund this pointless war.
He went over there and said, Moscow is this amazing city because the trains run on time.
How does Russia have a subway station that normal people use to get to work and home every single day that's nicer than anything in our country? There's no graffiti, there's no filth, there are no foul smells.
That's a nice subway. That's
the look on someone's face when they realize they didn't have any clue what they were talking about, and the facts are different than their opinion.
That is not journalism. It is government propaganda. At the same time, our politicians and media outlets have been doing this, promoting a foreign leader like he's a new consumer brand. Not a single Western journalist has bothered to interview the president of the other country involved in this conflict, Vladimir Putin. Our duty is to inform people.
Lie about what your duty is.
Why do people like Jon Stewart not want the American people to hear from Vladimir Putin?
Americans have a right to know all they can about a war they're implicated in. Freedom of speech is our birthright. We were born with the right to say what we believe.
Oh, shit. Kudos, Sensei. That was deep. I have much to learn. Disguise your deception and capitulation to power as noble and moral.
If Jon Stewart doesn't think Americans have a right to know where their tax dollars are going or use their freedom of speech to ask questions of our leaders, then who is he and the media protecting? We should want to be informed. And we should be concerned when people tell us that information will hurt us.
Sounding the alarm on the dangers of disinformation.
Experts are telling us that bad information and propaganda are spreading on X.
I don't understand the danger in getting all the information we can when making decisions that are costing taxpayers billions of dollars. And the media henchmen will keep attacking and villainizing anyone who asks questions or challenges the approved narrative.
I am aware, and in fact, I'm contributing to it. You're welcome.
This is an actual war that's actually happening. And I want to know what this war is about and where my tax dollars are going.
And I got some facts for you. With $165 billion, we could have built the border wall 6 times over to stop illegal immigration. We could have rebuilt Flint, Michigan's water system 215 times over again. We literally could have ended homelessness in the United States, all homelessness, 8 times over again. We could fix so many issues that we have here at home. But no, we'll just keep sending it to Ukraine.
2 years into a war that's reshaping the entire world, most Americans are not informed. They have no real idea what's happening in this region, here in Russia or 600 miles away in Ukraine. But they should know. They're paying for much of it in ways they might not fully yet perceive.
The past is loaded with people that tell us to stay ignorant, and those people have been wrong. Interviewing the president of a country we're funding a war against makes perfect sense. And anyone telling you otherwise should be feared. And before we go, hit that like and subscribe button, comment and share, follow us on Telegram, on Rumble, and on X. Thanks for watching.
Check you later. Check you later. Wilson!